Good Thursday morning and welcome back. 5:25 and we have some shower activity over Lake Michigan, and later in the day we're going to see that pivoting in here, but for now we have mostly clear skies and cool temps. Officially at Metro it's 50, but 40s for most and low 60s this afternoon. I think around lunchtime, a couple of isolated rain and thunder showers. Better bet for the mid and late afternoon. Looking wet perhaps, Kim, on the drive home.
All right, well, we've got some big problems for those of you traveling through the Dexter area. Eastbound I-94 closed right now at Baker Road due to a semi-accident. So in the meantime, what you need to do to get around this closure is you're going to exit at Jackson Road, take that to Zeeb, and then back to I-94.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, Kim. Here in Michigan, finding a deer in your yard is pretty normal. I even saw one on the lodge yesterday. But one Atlanta woman found something very unusual in terms of wildlife in her yard. Take a look.
There's a tiger in the front yard.
There's a what, ma'am?
A tiger.
You said there's a tiger in the front yard?
A full-size tiger.
Can you imagine? She's like, I'm not kidding.
He must have been like, have you been drinking? So 911 was flooded with calls after the tiger was first spotted on a highway, and it then wandered into a neighborhood and fought with one woman's dog. The little dog survived. Okay, that's what I was wondering. But the tiger was shot and killed by police, believe it or not. It turns out that it escaped from a truck while being transported from Florida to Tennessee.
Unbelievable.
Now, I would think that they would have something like that secure.
Very secure.
Very secure, to say the
Unable
least.
to escape.
And yeah, you lock all your doors. You don't go outside. You definitely don't let your
She's
pets
like, there
outside.
is a tiger. Full-size tiger in her voice. It's funny.
Sounds like a extra, cutout from the Hangover movie. It is 5:27, everybody, and ahead in our next half hour, a Monroe County police officer being called a real-life hero after risking his own life to save a young girl.
And you're being watched. The local community now putting up hidden cameras around town. Also, Rod Maloney with us again this morning. Rod?
Yeah, good morning, Rhonda. We're out here in Redford because there is a group of guys and gals getting ready to provide help down south for Hurricane Irma. We'll have details.
Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News Today at 5:30 starts now.
The whole house is vibrating, the glass is shaking.
It's an absolute devastation.
It's a madhouse. I don't want to run out of gas on the road.
Well, after seeing the death and destruction that has already been caused, it's no wonder that thousands across the South, down in Florida, now worrying about Irma's impact here in the United States.
Yes, and we're not just talking about South Florida and up the coast, but even Georgia and the Carolinas need to be bracing for this storm as well. Thank you so much for joining us here on this Thursday. Hurricane Irma certainly tops our story this morning.
And right now, dozens from Michigan are getting ready to head down to Florida. More on that in just a moment. But first, we do want to turn things over to meteorologist Brandon Brew, who is not only tracking our local forecast, but also keeping tabs on Irma as well.
Very busy few weeks from Harvey to Irma, and Irma's one of 3 hurricanes active in the Atlantic Basin right now. We'll start here locally and just tell you that, like yesterday, very cool out there. Light jacket, sweatshirt kind of weather. 45 Ann Arbor, 49 Pontiac, 48 in Port Huron, 47 over in Adrian, and 45 right now in Howell. Temperatures near 50 early on as you head out between 8 and 9 o'clock. Some sunshine. And then this afternoon we go from shades to umbrellas. We have isolated showers around noon, a little more numerous through the afternoon hours and maybe even early evening. So the drive home a lot different than the drive this morning. Showers right now are not real present or very active for us, but again, they will be later in the day. Again, 3 active hurricanes. Irma started it, and then we had Jose, which is now a Category 1 storm, and Katia over in the Gulf, which is in the Atlantic Basin, also a Category 1 storm, staying on the stationary side. And Category 5 Irma with 180-mile-an-hour winds. Look at the path here. The most recent model plots, this is the spaghetti plots that have about 8 different models running, look like they will be mainly to the southeast of Miami, between Miami and Bermuda on Sunday. Evrod.
And of course, we'll keep our eyes on this as devastation and damage continue to come out of the Caribbean as Hurricane Irma rips through Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands. 1 million people are now without power due to Irma's strength in the Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico. The island of Barbuda got the worst of the storm. Nearly 60% of Barbuda's residents are homeless, and sadly 5 people have been killed there, including 1 infant. The Dominican Republic, Haiti, and Turks and Caicos, the islands there, are next in Irma's path as Florida and the Bahamas remain in danger and mass evacuations continue.
When a major storm appears and promises to tear up the electrical grid, we see a massive mobilization of help from other parts of the country, and that is certainly happening for Florida.
Yeah, already a plan is in place to send DTE crews south to Florida. They actually leave this morning, and Local 4 Business editor Rob Maloney is live in Redford Township with that part of our story. Rob, they're going down there to offer assistance as needed.
Yeah, Rod, you know, there are trucks coming in and out of here this morning, and we can hear out in the back because we haven't been allowed in yet this morning. There are a lot of trucks backing up. They're gearing up, putting all these vehicles together with lots and lots of supplies, getting ready to leave this morning at 7:30 to go and help with what we know is going to be a major disaster. South Florida is bracing for the worst from Irma's Category 5 winds.
This storm is bigger, faster, and stronger than Hurricane Andrew.
The quicker we get out of here, the better.
It starts in the Florida Keys, where mandatory evacuation orders went into effect. They're boarding up businesses, thousands cramming onto the only way out, US 1.
We're evacuating. 5's a little too scary.
It's a madhouse. I don't want to run out of gas.
Farther north in Miami, gas stations are running out, leaving Floridians like Keith Krupp waiting for the needed fuel to follow the evacuation orders.
Hope for the best, prepare for the worst.
Airlines are canceling flights. Prices for those flights that will go are skyrocketing, and Florida isn't the only place where they're worried about Irma. They're sandbagging in downtown Savannah, Georgia. The Atlanta Motor Speedway is opening up its campgrounds for Irma's evacuees. Meantime, DTE has plans to send help. Here's the breakdown. 52 DTE linemen and 170 contractors who work for DTE, along with 100 tree trimming crews who will be leaving for Florida this morning. And they're ready for a long trip. They're expected to be on the job there until the emergency is over, which could take weeks. We, of course, here in Metro Detroit understand the need for these kinds of help. Oftentimes in the winter storms or even during tornadoes, we get help from other parts of the country. And so DTE is returning the favor, sending these crews down. They're going to be heading out of here at 7:30. And in about the next hour, we're going to get a chance to talk to them and the people who are putting them together. Reporting live in Redford, Rod Maloney. Rhonda, back to you.
Oh, a lot of folks in Florida will be very thankful to see them there to help out. Thank you very much, Rod. Irma's new track has it threatening more than just Florida. In fact, Georgia. Thousands of people are already putting out sandbags on the coastline there. These are pictures from Savannah, Georgia, and the Atlanta Motor Speedway is opening its campgrounds for Irma's evacuees. While in North Carolina, the National Coast Guard there, National Guard, is on the move. In addition to handling any problems there, some units are also going to be heading down to Florida. Now on to the airlines. Still ahead, flying into trouble. This is the actual track of a Delta flight moving through that Hurricane Irma. Remember that you can follow the very latest developments by watching us right here on Local 4. We can also get you the latest pictures and anything that's happening on here online, also on online as well at clickondetroit.com. All right, let's jump things over to Kim with a look at the roads. How are we looking so far this morning?
Well, for the most part, we are looking good. If you take a look at our map here, we can see that we don't have any problems. However, let's zoom in way over to the west side of our viewing area over in Dexter. We do have a closure on the eastbound lanes of I-94. It's closed right now at Baker Road due to a semi-accident. So in the meantime, if you do travel this way, you're going to want to exit at Jackson Road, take that to Zeeb. That will take you right back to I-94 to get around that closure. Of course, I'm going to keep a close eye on this one and bring you an update on it coming up in my next report at 5:44. Back to you.
All righty, Kim, we'll check back in with you. It is 5:37 now. And a Monroe County teen is safe after an officer throws himself in harm's way, all just to save her life. Officer Gene Taylor responded to a call from a mother struggling with a 14-year-old girl that wanted to hurt herself. While the officer tried to defuse the situation, that teen jumped into the path of an oncoming train. Officer Taylor immediately jumped into action, pulling the girl from the tracks and holding her down until that train had passed through.
She kept yelling, let me up, let me up. Everybody says the train was right on top of me. I don't even recall seeing the train. I was so focused on getting that young woman off the track.
Unbelievable. We appreciate his heroic efforts to protect and serve. This teen was taken to the hospital for treatment. The chief wants parents to remember that there are resources for people facing depression or suicidal thoughts, including calling 911, which in this case, as you can see, clearly saved that young girl's life.
Goodness, that officer was there. The city of Detroit is fed up with all of the illegal dumping in Detroit neighborhoods. So now it is using hidden cameras to catch and then ultimately prosecute the dumpers. Detroit police were able to identify 25 illegal dumpers from hidden camera tests in common dumping areas. Take a look at the surveillance video. It's very clear. By the end of September, Detroit Police Chief James Crabb expects to have dozens of cameras throughout the city. The cameras will cost about $75,000, including a monthly cost for electricity and internet access from each camera.
New this morning, some big health news. For the first time in about 20 years, there is a new treatment for a disease that is affecting millions. And are you ready for some controversy? Who doesn't love some good controversy? In the carport at 6, the new NFL season kicks off tonight, but the game isn't the only thing that's creating buzz. And a mechanic did a lot more than check under the hood of one woman's car. We've got that story coming up next.
At Tim Hortons.
Welcome back, everybody. All week on Local 4 News Today, it is Convenience Box Week, and we want to help you save time and money. So we're testing out some of these mail order products to see if it's something that might be good for you. So coming up in our next hour at 6:40, clothing catered to your size and style. See if these mail order fashion can save you time and improve your look. That's all new this morning, coming up in our next hour.
A last-minute order by the courts has blocked the removal of the controversial statue of Confederate General Robert E. Lee from a park in Dallas, even as work crews were getting ready to take it down. A U.S. district judge granted a temporary restraining order requested Wednesday by a member of the Sons of the Confederate Veterans. The Dallas City Council voted 13-1 earlier in the day to remove the statue, which is in Robert E. Lee Park, just north of downtown. Police officers stationed at the park and crews brought in a crane to remove the statue as about 25 people watched.
All right, check this out. California woman confronts a mechanic that she caught driving her car after she dropped it off for service at a dealership.
You're telling me that you're test driving the car. No, why are you test driving my car? You're getting food at Tommy's.
He was out getting food. The woman and her husband brought their Indy 500 Pace Car Edition Camaro to the dealership for an oil change. Later that day, they saw their car speeding down the street and stopping at a fast food restaurant. The mechanic was behind the wheel. When confronted, he told the woman that she was making him nervous. The couple returned to the dealership where they were told that the car could not be found. The dealership owner issued an apology via Facebook. Like, that's gonna help? Oh.
Wow.
Could you imagine?
Well, guys, we have several people here at the station whose lives are going to be impacted perhaps by Hurricane Irma, folks who are doing a little traveling and some weddings, some destination weddings. But I want to give you just some information on Irma that is now bearing down on Puerto Rico. We have information that a Delta flight from New York's JFK Airport managed to fly into San Juan, pull into the gate, and take off full of passengers in less than an hour. Flight status data shows the plane left JFK just after 8 a.m., arrived in San Juan by noon, and was heading back to New York 40 minutes later. They landed safely in New York just before 4:30. Okay. That's that information, and you can see here one of 3 hurricanes in the Atlantic Basin. First it was Irma, alphabetical order, right? H-I-J-K. So Irma was first and quickly advanced to a Cat 5. Jose formed as a tropical depression, tropical storm, and now 80-mile-an-hour winds from Jose, and that is a Category 1 that's going to drift up into maybe the Bermuda area, but more over ocean waters. And then Katia area right in the Gulf of Mexico, just recently forming in the last 24 hours. But of course, all eyes on Irma, big Category 5 hurricane with 180-mile-an-hour winds, and those winds can be felt 50 to 60 miles from the eye. So this is the Dominican Republic, and near 180-mile-an-hour winds to the north shoreline of the Dominican. So a Category 5, gusts as high as 200 miles an hour. We're talking about massive storm surge, 15, 20-foot increase in, I guess, almost flooded shoreline here. And then we're talking 15, 20 inches of rain for some folks. And the winds will, of course, be the biggest destruction maker in this storm. Later today, Turks and Caicos, still a Category 5 storm. And then on Friday, just to the north of Cuba, and as we head into Sunday, again, looks like a Category 4 right in between Miami and the Bahamas. And if it stays over land or water the entire time, the official land impact in the United States could be the Carolinas as a Category 3 storm. So even though today here we're on the cool and fall-like side, we have nothing to complain about. Temperatures around Metro Detroit mainly in the 40s right now. We do still have 50 at Metro Airport, and through the middle part of the day we'll see clouds increasing. We start with sun. Grab the shades, grab a light jacket, grab an umbrella. You need the arsenal today. Low 60s through the afternoon, but dropping as rain and thunder showers come over us, and a little windy at times. West winds will be anywhere from 5 to 15, gusting a little stronger. And you can see here on the model, it does increase and enhance our shower and storm chances. We're talking about, yeah, a few rumbles of thunder and maybe even a little small hail with some of these thunder showers. Late afternoon and evening, the prime threat for us. Tomorrow it's drier, but it's still cool. We'll see a little more sunshine, especially in the afternoon. The weekend looks great, 65 to 70. We've taken numbers down a little bit, Kim, if you've noticed. Staying in the cooler pool of air. So Lions Sunday looks good. Tailgating in our Lions sweatshirts instead of t-shirts perhaps, but all in all, pretty good stuff. Yeah, it's going to be a great weekend for tailgating for Saturday and Sunday as well. Let's take a look at what's going on now. I do want to let you know about a closure over in Dexter. The eastbound lanes of I-94 closed right now at Baker Road. That is due to a semi-accident, so we've been monitoring this one. But in the meantime, if you've got to travel through this area, maybe you're headed through Dexter to the Ann Arbor area, what you're going to want to do is exit at Jackson Road, take that to Zeeb Road. That'll get you right back onto I-94. We also want to take a look at some construction to watch out for over on the southbound service drive of I-75 just before Springwells. Only one lane open there, but this project is starting at 7 a.m. and that's going to be a continuous one through next Thursday. Also on the southbound service drive of 75 from Dragoon to Central, only one lane open there. This project starts tonight at 7 p.m. and will wrap up 3 p.m. on Monday. Back to you.
In good health this morning, the Michigan chapter of the Sickle Cell Disease Association is shining a light on sickle cell anemia. It's an inherited blood disorder that restricts the flow of blood and limits oxygen. So joining me now this morning to talk more about sickle cell, a big event coming up, and a new medication is Latasha Booth, Antoine Beasley, and their 3-year-old daughter, who actually does have sickle cell, as well as Dr. Wanda Sherney. So thank all of you for joining us this morning, and what a cute little girl.
Thank you. We're happy to be here.
Yeah, Latasha, tell me, as a parent, and Antoine, what was it like finding out that your daughter had sickle cell, and when did you find out?
I had an amniocentesis during my pregnancy. I found out that he and I both had the trait on my first prenatal care visit. And it was pretty devastating to find out that she was going to have sickle cell disease.
Wow. And as parents, what has been the hardest part of this?
The anticipation of something happening.
Right.
And knowing that you won't be able to really help your child and you can't ease that pain for them.
And Dr. Wanda, I understand that there's a new medication.
Yes.
And just talk a little bit about some of the symptoms that people with sickle cell
Okay. Well, one of the things I'd like to share is that they learned that Laisha had sickle cell disease through amniocentesis, but every baby born in the state of Michigan is tested for sickle cell disease at birth, and frequently this takes the family by surprise.
Wow.
So at least the Easleys were aware of the challenges that they were going to have to face.
Talk about some of the symptoms that
right.
people will
Okay.
have.
So sickle cell disease is a disease of blocked blood vessels. The red blood cells they're supposed to be nice and round and soft and flexible, but they take on this sickle shape and they're sticky and they're hard and they block blood vessels. So, the red blood cells carry oxygen to all the different parts of the body. So if the blood vessel gets blocked, that part of the body doesn't get oxygen. So that can cause tissue damage and it can cause pain. So the most common problem that individuals with sickle cell disease have is pain from time to time. And it's unpredictable. It comes out of nowhere, and sometimes it's severe enough to have them in the hospital for weeks at a time getting very potent narcotics.
Education is very important when it comes to sickle cell. Yeah. There's a very special event that's coming up, a walk that will also allow people to get tested.
Yes.
When is that happening?
This is on Saturday, this coming Saturday, September the 9th, at the Museum for African American History, the Wright Museum. And as I mentioned, sickle cell disease is a disease of blocked blood vessels, so we're going to flow around the city of Detroit the way the blood needs to flow in individuals living with sickle cell disease. So
Absolutely.
You can register at our website.
It's very important for you to come out, get tested, and make sure that you support research that's needed for this. We put everything that you need to know about the new medication and the walk on our website. You saw it there on your screen. It's clickondetroit.com on the health page for everything you need to know. We'll be back in a moment.
We can change. Welcome back on this Friday Eve. You see some showers over Lake Michigan, and those will be working in here, maybe isolated rain and thunder shower late morning, early afternoon. But the bulk of the activity will get going here as we head into the late afternoon, early evening for rain and thunder. So mostly 40s out there and low 60s this afternoon. Wetter later in the day. Kim?
All right, well, we do want to let you know about a closure over on eastbound I-94, currently closed right at Baker Road due to a semi-accident. In the meantime, exit at Jackson Road, take that to Zeeb, and that'll get you right back on to eastbound I-94. All right, well, it is back to school time, which means back to making those lunches for your kids. This week on Thrifty Thursday, we're showing you some neat lunch ideas that are cheap, quick, and easy. For a peanut butter banana wrap, you'll need a whole wheat wrap, peanut butter, and a banana. Simply spread the peanut butter on the wrap and then place slices of banana on the peanut butter. For some extra flavoring, drizzle on some honey. Roll it up and cut in half. You can wrap this in saran wrap. For a pizza wrap, spread pizza or pasta sauce on a wrap, then sprinkle some mozzarella cheese over the sauce. Add some pepperonis and then wrap it up. You can add any other of your favorite pizza ingredients. For a turkey and cheese wrap, spread mustard over the wrap and then cover the wrap with turkey and cheese. Roll it up and cut it in half. These lunches are easy to make the night before, so you'll be ready to go the next morning.
Good idea.
That look good to you?
Wrap sandwiches, a little different.
Exactly.
Than your typical peanut butter and jelly.
Exactly. And they're healthy, easy, and cheap.
You had me at the pizza one.
I knew I would get you there.
The turkey wrap looked good too.
Yeah?
Yes.
All right, Kim, thank you.
Thanks, Kim.
I like a fruit roll up.
Now you're talking. Little dessert.
It is 5:57, everybody. Toys R Us has hired a law firm to help them restructure its nearly $400 million debt that's due in 2018.
Yes, the move could include the store filing for bankruptcy protection. Half of the popular toy store's debt payment is due in the fall, with the remaining $200 million due to be paid back near the end of December. So not a whole lot of time to pay this $400 million, though the company has several options. They say that bankruptcy is definitely on the table. Coming up all new in our 6 o'clock hour, local stories from Detroit, also Roseville and Highland Park.
Plus, Facebook behind fake news, the revelation that might have influenced the 2016 election. And be careful what you put on your skin. There's this new warning about moisturizers. We'll have details on that and more when we come back in 1 minute. You're watching Local 4 News Today.
The votes are in.
Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News Today at 6 starts now.
Completely devastating and deadly. Hurricane Irma continues to barrel towards the United States, leaving at least 10 people dead, hundreds of thousands in the dark, and many others homeless in the trail of destruction. The historically powerful storm moving quickly overnight towards the U.S. There's definitely some major concern for those in the Caribbean, those that have loved ones in the Caribbean islands impacted, and have certainly bracing down in Florida.
Down in Florida as well as along the coast as well. Good Thursday morning, everyone. Of course, we're going to get to the latest on Irma in just a moment. But first, we do want to check in with Brandon because our forecast has a few storms headed our way. Nothing like Hurricane Irma, of course.
No, of course not. And we sort of need to keep that into perspective, right, as we complain about a chilly, wet day. Most of the wetness comes later in the day. Let's get you set here. All 4 zones. Well, almost all 4 zones. The metro zone is still 50. We've been stuck there the last couple of hours. That's all right. 40s elsewhere. 44 in Howell, 47 Lapeer, 48 in Monroe. We'll see right around 50 degrees between 8 and 9 o'clock. Grab the sunglasses. Grab a light jacket as you head out, but also grab the umbrella. I think especially between the 4 and 8 o'clock hours this afternoon, early evening, we see a little more numerous rain and thunder shower activity. Nothing violent, nothing crazy, but we could get a couple of booms of thunder and also some small pellets of hail. Right now, most of our area is on the dry side. We do have some showers that are coming out of western lower and from the north. There's also some activity up over parts of Minnesota and into Lake Michigan. Meantime, we are watching this monster storm, Hurricane Irma, a Category 5 storm, and we have information for you as to what this Category 5 storm has done. The Caribbean and Puerto Rico, it was a relentless one. Take a look. Irma roared into the Caribbean and over Puerto Rico. She was relentless. The strongest hurricane to ever hit the Atlantic and this region. Category 5. This is what 185-mile-an-hour winds sound like. Irma knocked out power throughout the islands. St. Martin, typically a tropical paradise. Now cars underwater, buildings splintered almost as if there's nothing left. Residents forced out of their homes to find higher and drier ground. Destruction dotting the islands, but some refuse to leave. This man says he's lived beside the water for 50 years and never had a problem. But most see Irma as an emergency, coming to shelters like this. Jonathan Torres is one of more than 500 people staying in this Coliseum turned emergency shelter.
Everybody's extremely worried. For now, I feel kind of safe. You know, when the storm starts roaming, I don't know if it's going to be the same.
Just to let you know, Irma is one of 3 big storms in the Atlantic Basin right now. Irma formed first, and then we had Jose, which is a Category 1 storm, and that means 80-mile-an-hour winds with that one, 180-mile-an-hour winds with Irma. We also have over here in the Gulf of Mexico a storm that has been fairly stationary, Katia, Category 1 storm, and that storm is producing 80-mile-an-hour winds. But of course, really all eyes on Irma with the impact, the strength of this storm. It is still, again, a Category 5 storm, 180-mile-an-hour winds, which means gusts of 200 possible. Turks and Caicos today still is a Category 5 storm. And then as we head into Friday, it will be just north of Cuba and in between Cuba and the Bahamas as a Category 4, hitting in between Miami and the Bahamas late Saturday and early Sunday. So, boom, here I go. We are watching this very closely, and just to let everybody know, over the last 12 to 24 hours, the models are taking Irma more and more to the east of Miami, somewhere in between Miami and the Bahamas. Not good news for the Bahamas, but better news for Florida. They'll still feel it big time
all
there.
Up the eastern coast of Florida. So.
But as far as its official impact on land, will it be Miami or will it stay over the water and eventually hit South Carolina on Monday? It's just sort of it's like sands in the hourglass.
Well,
we need to just keep watching
been devastating
slowly.
Already for those Caribbean islands, so we're just praying for the best.
A lot to talk about in the weather department, obviously. How's traffic looking?
Actually, not too great. We've had this road closure all morning that we have to get you around, but That is for those of you who are traveling through the Dexter area. Other than that, as you can see on our maps here, we are looking good. No accidents in the Detroit area this morning, but let's get to that accident over in Dexter. This is the eastbound lanes of I-94 closed right now at Baker Road. This is all due to a semi-accident. So in the meantime, if this is part of your commute, what you're going to want to do is exit at Jackson Road here. You'll take that to Zeeb Road. This will get you right back onto I-94, and you'll be able to get to where you need to be this morning. Of course, I'm going to keep a close eye on that I-94 closure and give you an update on that coming off of my next report at 6:14. Over to you.
Alrighty, Kim will check back in with you at 6:05 now. And after 87 years, the Ambassador Bridge is on the verge of being replaced.
Yes, we are talking about an entirely new bridge span build right there where the Ambassador Bridge sits. This comes after the Canadian government made a surprising announcement.
But as Rod Maloney shows us, this new bridge still has a long way to go before anyone breaks ground.
This is the development many didn't see coming, but it's the one that Matty Maroon has been working on for years. The belief was that we would only have the Gordie Howe Bridge, but now it looks like instead of just one, there will definitely be two. It has been a long and pitched battle, and to some you might call it a blood feud between the bridge company, the state of Michigan, and the Canadian government over bridge building. The Maroons expended millions in lawsuits and political lobbying trying to prevent the competing government-funded Gordie Howe International Bridge from happening and then getting the Maroon Bridge built. Now, here's a statement from the bridge company last night, quote, "We are now tasked with the duty to construct a privately funded bridge with the hard work of thousands of engineers, steel workers, construction experts that will be employees to deliver this once-in-a-lifetime project," end quote. The company anticipates a 3-year build time and already has preliminary designs worked out. The state of Michigan, for its part, and the governor say none of this changes their plans to build the Gordie Howe Bridge. Construction slated to begin next year, and much has been done to prepare for that. There are a lot of strings attached for the bridge company to the Canadian approval, including a requirement to tear down the old Ambassador Bridge once the new one's in place. This has been a very slow-moving process from the very beginning, and it's going to take a while for Maroon to get the other permits that he's going to need to start construction. In downtown Detroit, Rod Maloney, Local 4.
Thank you, Rod. And according to Maroon, the proposed $500 million project wouldn't cost a dime for taxpayers, and it would consist of 6 lanes.
Police are investigating after an 18-year-old woman was shot last night at a home in Detroit. It happened at a home on Granville Street. And police are saying that this was no random crime, and it isn't the first time for an incident like this. The woman drove herself to a local hospital where she is unstable and has non-life-threatening injuries. The Michigan State Police and the DEA conducted 5 raids on Wednesday morning in connection with 3 murders and carjackings. 4 of the raids took place in Detroit and the other in Taylor. The raids led to 5 arrests.
Donald Trump Jr. set to testify before the Senate Judiciary Committee about his 2016 meeting with a Russian lawyer. The president's son admitted to meeting with a lawyer to try and get dirt on Hillary Clinton. The private hearing is part of the investigation into whether Russia interfered with the election and if the president was involved. Trump Jr. has maintained that the meeting was a waste of his time and that he didn't get any information from it.
It is 6:08 here on your Thursday morning, and coming up, free Netflix, the wireless network looking to lure new customers with the streaming service.
And this morning, Jason, we're wishing you peace, love, and
soul.
The circus is in town. So up next, how you can win tickets to see these guys contort like walking real-life CGI effects. The Universal Circus on the way.
Welcome back, everybody. Here's a look at what's happening today. U.S. Navy officials are going to be answering some tough questions about 2 recent accidents that claim the lives of 17 sailors. Both the USS John McCain and USS Fitzgerald were involved in collisions at sea. They will face the House Armed Services Committee at a hearing on warship collisions. We're back in a minute.
Now get... Come one, come all for the Universal Circus. The show has returned for a run at Shane Park, and joining me this morning is Zeke. And back here, hey, what's up, man?
How you doing, son? Good morning, good morning, good yawning to you.
Oh, yeah, stretch, because the Bone Breakers are right over here, just off to the side of our interview set. There they are, warming up. You guys, go ahead and do your thing. Zeke, tell us all about the show.
We had a fantastic show this year, celebrating our 24th year anniversary, getting ready for the 25th year anniversary. We have performers from all over the international globe. We have them from Cuba, we got them from Trinidad and Tobago, and of course these guys here from West Africa, a place called Guinea. They are our bone breakers, and they are fantastic.
And they start young. You're saying they have to train their muscles and joints and whatnot to do these impossible contortions.
Yes, yes. They start at a very young age, and they grow up to be world-class performers, traveling around the world, and we're blessed to have them, taking them around the USA with us this year. They are awesome.
Now, normally we would have a musical accompaniment. We had a difficulty getting that inloaded or uploaded into our system, so these guys are going to do some performance here. Oh, we did find some music. Excellent. Go ahead, guys. A little soul to soul here.
Oh, yes.
Oh, ouch. Ah. I suppose if you could do that, you'd feel back to life, back to reality.
There you go. It'll wake you up. It'll wake your bones up. Soul to soul.
This is actually going to be Rhonda's next workout segment.
Go, Rhonda. Go, Rhonda.
Oh.
Yes.
What else are we going to see at the show, as if this weren't enough? But what else is part of the Universal Circus?
Of course, we have live animals. We have camels, zebras. And of course, we can't do nothing without our big ladies, the elephants. We have daredevil motorcycle acts. We have the Cuban bar. We have clown antics. And of course, from here locally, in Detroit, we have Fresh the Clowns.
Excellent. We're giving away a family 4-pack, or family 4-packs plural, to the show on September 14th. Head to the Local 4 Facebook page to find out how to win. Thanks for being here, Zeke.
Thank you.
Bone Breakers, do your thing.
Yes.
We'll go back over. Coming up at 6:30, I'll take you to Foxborough, Mass., where the NFL season is set to kick off. Tom Brady and the Pats beginning their bid for yet another Super Bowl title. That's coming up with Jay Gray live in about a half hour. Brandon, now over to you.
All right. Ready? Ready? The broken arm trick. I'll do the splits. Voice changed a little bit there, sorry. What an amazing little display there that was. Definitely want to check that out. Let's get you set for the forecast. So much to talk about here as we get through the next 24 hours here in Detroit and the next 3 or 4 days down in the Caribbean. Which do you say? 50 degrees out there. We have 40s in most locations, so it's another chilly start with a light jacket, sunglasses with sun early, but grab the umbrella too, especially if you're out all day. A couple of isolated or scattered showers beginning at noontime, but again, very scattered or isolated through the early afternoon. Between 4 and 8 o'clock, a lot more numerous shower and storm chances, and no major severe weather here, but these thunder boomers occasionally can drop a little small hail on you as well, just from the coolness of the clouds, not the strength of the thunder showers. The satellite and radar picture does show some wet weather into southwestern lower. If anybody is driving toward Kalamazoo over into Grand Rapids, maybe you're heading to Chicago or down away from here, southwestern lower, seeing some showers, but it's going to take a little while for that to move in here. Here's a current look at Irma. Now, again, a Category 5 storm with 180-mile-an-hour winds. Look at that eye. The eye itself is about 40 miles across. That's a pretty decent chunk, and you can just see the levels and layers inside of that eye. And you can feel the hurricane force winds of 180 miles an hour, or maybe just short of that, 50 to 60 miles outside of the eye. So it passed through San Juan, Puerto Rico, or just to the north there. there. And now north of the Dominican, Turks and Caicos in the line of fire today. Very dangerous stuff. You know, these islands don't have a lot of elevation, places for people to go, and they don't typically have a ton of protected structures either. So our thoughts and prayers today, Turks and Caicos. Friday, it's over north of Cuba, between Cuba and the Bahamas. And then watch what the models do here. Most of them now taking this east of Miami on Saturday into Sunday. So something that bears watching very closely over the next 24 to 48 hours. Meantime, back here at home, we're a little wet today, but less wet tomorrow and the weekend. Sunday looks great for the Lions game. Our Hanson's weather window is Ford Field for you this morning. And again, Kim, maybe some light jackets and sweatshirts on Sunday morning and right now out there, but should be good all weekend long.
Yeah, great for tailgating. All right, well, good morning, everyone. We do want to let you know about a closure for those of you traveling through the Dexter area. Eastbound I-94 closed at Baker Road because of a semi-rollover accident. In the meantime, to get around this, to avoid all these backups, you're going to want to exit at Jackson Road. That'll take you to Zeeb. Take Zeeb back to I-94, and you'll be able to get back to where you need to be this morning. We also do want to show you what your roads look like this morning with our 1-800-CALL-SAM Chopper Shot. This is I-75 right at 12 Mile. Traffic volume starting to build in this area. We are looking good over here. Just keep that closure over on eastbound I-94 in mind. Evrod.
Thank you, Kim. It is 6:18. Let's get into today's consumer headlines. T-Mobile offering customers free Netflix. Plus, did Russia use Facebook to influence the presidential election? But first, airlines are now looking to help those impacted by Hurricane Irma. Let's turn things over to Maribel Aber, joining us live now with that and more from New York. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Evrod. Airlines are cutting fares and capping prices for travelers fleeing Hurricane Irma. JetBlue cut fares as low as $99 in Florida markets, and American Delta have put a cap on prices on many Florida flights. The price caps are in effect through next Wednesday, and the moves come after some on social media accused airlines of fare gouging, complaints the airline said were unfounded. Facebook says it has identified hundreds of fake accounts that it believes have ties to Russia. The accounts are believed to have spent $100,000 on ads during last year's presidential campaign. Facebook says the ads didn't reference any of the candidates, but took stances on hot-button issues such as immigration or gun control. The revelation is the first time Facebook has acknowledged Russian entities may have used its platform during the election. T-Mobile is offering free Netflix to its family plan customers. T-Mobile One customers with 2 or more lines can activate a free Netflix subscription starting September 12th. And if you already have Netflix, T-Mobile will cover the cost. The offer is good for the standard Netflix subscription of $9.99 a month, which lets you stream on 2 devices in high definition. Evrod, win-win for the carrier and Netflix, which keeps growing its content.
I know, and a lot of new shows, all that good stuff. Maribel, thank you.
Time now is 6:20. Still ahead, a brawl inside a local Walmart. We've seen this before.
Oh, yeah.
Well, now police need your help finding the people behind it.
Plus, misleading customers, why health experts are putting out a warning about moisturizers. And before we go to break, let's meet today's Facebook friend for the day. This is Lorraine Smith. She's from Warren and plays the guitar and even spends time cooking and entertaining.
Well, we want to send you a pair of tickets for a little entertainment at the Michigan Renaissance Festival, just for being our friend of the day. So congratulations to you, Lorraine, and an invitation to everybody else. If you want to be our next friend of the day, head on over to Facebook, like our Local 4 Facebook page, and click on the Friend of the Day tab. We'll be right back.
Well, good Friday Eve morning. Happy Thursday. We have some showers in southwestern lower, also up over parts of Ontario north of the thumb, but most of that stays away from us through the mid-morning, late morning into the afternoon. A couple of those showers west of us drifting in here, but late afternoon into the evening, our better chance for wet weather, so probably a little bit wetter on the roads for the evening commute rather than this morning, Kim.
All right, well, this is going to affect your morning commute if you are traveling through the Dexter area. We have a closure over on eastbound I-94 that is closed right now at Baker Road due to a semi-rollover accident. So in the meantime, avoid this one by exiting at Jackson Road, taking that to Zeeb, and that'll get you right back onto eastbound I-94.
All right, Kim, thank you. 6:24 is your time, and turning our attention to good health this morning. Important information for anyone suffering from eczema, psoriasis, or if you have sensitive skin. Scientists at Northwestern University tested 100 of the top-selling whole body moisturizers and found that nearly half of the products marked as fragrance-free did have potential allergens that could irritate your skin. 83% of those labeled as hypoallergenic were not hypoallergenic. And the authors of the studies say that these inaccurate claims make it harder to find moisturizers that will not irritate sensitive skin. It's no secret that the average middle-aged woman stays busy between work, caring for the children, and everything else on their to-do list. The amount of shut-eye that she gets is what suffers the most. The National Centers for Health Statistics says that 1 in 3 women in their 40s and 50s don't get enough sleep. The issue may be due to hormone changes leading up to and during menopause. Sleep experts say that one way to drift off is to log off long before your head hits the pillow. Here's to some better sleeping. Right over to you.
All righty, Rhonda, thank you. To 6:26, and coming up next at 6:30, local stories for you from Dearborn, Westland, and Highland Park. Plus, new clothes picked just for you and delivered to your front door. But is the service worth the cost? Help Me Hank investigates. Plus, he's a hero to an A-list action star, and he's from right here in Metro Detroit. We'll tell you all about this meeting between a local 10-year-old and The Rock. It's coming up next in today's top video.
So proud of you. It's such an honor meeting this kid. I appreciate you, buddy. Thank you. And I speak on behalf of the world. We're so proud of you.
Wow, well, would you look at that? It's today's top video, everybody. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson took to Instagram to honor a local hero from Metro Detroit.
Yeah, this is pretty amazing. In the video, which has gone viral, The Rock appears with 10-year-old Jacob O'Connor, and he's from right here in Roseville. Jacob saved his younger brother by performing chest compressions after he fell into a pool earlier this summer, and he said that he learned what to do from Rock's character in the movie San Andreas.
Wow.
Isn't that incredible?
That
so The
is
Rock
cool.
said, hey, I want to meet you. And he got to meet him. Pretty awesome. We're back in a minute.
Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News Today at 6:30 starts now.
Her fury, deadly and devastating, Hurricane Irma has its sights set on the U.S. after wreaking havoc across the Caribbean and Puerto Rico. Hundreds of thousands are impacted, left homeless and without power, and sadly the death toll is expected to rise. Welcome to Thursday, everybody. Thank you for waking up with us. We've got a lot to talk about. Of course, Hurricane Irma on the thoughts of everyone's minds as it's looking to head towards the United States.
Absolutely. We're starting to see some of the devastation from some of those Caribbean islands, and it is awful. And certainly where all our concern is, Brandon, for the folks that live in Florida and its path. We do, of course, want to get everyone out of the door around here, though, as well.
Yeah, and there have been some changes, perhaps, to the path of Irma and its impact on Florida. Stay tuned for that. But we want to show you what's happening here locally, and it's a cool one. We have 40s everywhere except Metro at 50 degrees, 46 Ann Arbor, 48 Pontiac, Adrian at 46. Will be partly sunny through the early morning hours, and then through the lunch hour, a couple of isolated rain and thunder showers. Those become a lot more numerous as we head into the late afternoon and evening. And as we see here on the local satellite and radar picture, there's a little bit of wet weather across southwestern lower. It will fill in, become a little more intense. Can't rule out, again, some rumbles of thunder and perhaps some small hail pellets coming out of some of these storms. Now we want to shift gears and take a look at this big monster storm in the Atlantic. Right over San Juan, Puerto Rico, overnight into this morning. You can see the eye just north of San Juan, so over open water. And unfortunately, not much has changed with the strength of this storm. But this is damage video from Puerto Rico, and we know hundreds of thousands are without power there. Also getting our first look at the destruction done in the northern Caribbean. At least 10 people have died. Nearly every building on the island of Barbuda was damaged when the eye of this storm passed almost directly overhead. And then we take a look at some other video here in Florida as they are preparing for the worst of it, boarding up homes and businesses and making sandbags for barricades there, of course. And it's in the southern tip of the Sunshine State that is being evacuated from the Keys into Miami-Dade County. This was a look at the traffic heading north on I-75 last night. Man, does that not look like a great thing to be in? And Rod Maloney is joining us now. He shows us about some residents and DTE crews that are heading south when everybody else, Rod, is heading north.
Yeah, isn't that amazing, Brandon? You know, you got people who normally want to flee the storm. They're being told to go away from the storm, and yet we have about 300 people from Metro Detroit who are getting ready to pack up and drive directly into the teeth of that storm because they know they're going to need to be there to clean up the mess. South Florida is bracing for the worst from Irma's Category 5 winds.
This storm is bigger, faster, and stronger than Hurricane Andrew.
The quicker we get out of here, the better.
It starts in the Florida Keys, where mandatory evacuation orders went into effect. They're boarding up businesses, thousands cramming onto the only way out, US 1.
We're evacuating. 5's a little too scary.
It's a madhouse. I don't want to run out of gas.
Farther north in Miami, gas stations are running out, leaving Floridians like Keith Krupp waiting for the needed fuel to follow the evacuation orders.
Hope for the best, prepare for the worst.
Airlines are canceling flights. Prices for those flights that will go are skyrocketing, and Florida isn't the only place where they're worried about Irma. They're sandbagging in downtown Savannah, Georgia. The Atlanta Motor Speedway is opening up its campgrounds for Irma's evacuees. Meantime, DTE has plans to send help. Here's the breakdown. 52 DTE linemen and 170 contractors who work for DTE, along with 100 tree trimming crews who will be leaving for Florida this morning. And they're ready for a long trip. They're expected to be on the job there until the emergency is over, which could take weeks. Now, the trucks are here getting lined up. We've seen a lot of activity in and out of the gate here. In about a half hour or so, we're going to get a chance to go in and talk to these people and see what it is that they're thinking as they get ready to go. And also, we just received word that not only DTE, but Consumers Energy is also packing up crews out in Jackson. They're getting ready to head out at noontime to go down in Florida. So lots of help from here going south, as we often see happen when we have a bad storm. From places in other parts of the country, crews come here. Well, now we're going there. Reporting live in Redford, Rod Maloney. Back to you.
Oh, we certainly wish those crews safe travels and safety as they're working on some dangerous conditions down in Florida.
And Hurricane Harvey's destruction, catastrophic, and we know that Irma has the same potential. So to help Local 4, Click on Detroit, and Art Van Furniture, as well as the American Red Cross of Michigan, the region here, are joining forces.
Yes, we are. We are hosting the telethon Help for Hurricane Relief. It's going to be next Tuesday, September 12th, from 6 in the morning all the way until 8 p.m. at night. All the money collected will be donated to the American Red Cross relief efforts for hurricane devastation, both in Texas and in Florida.
Yeah, the money will provide shelter, food, emotional support, and other assistance to those who've been affected by these disasters. You can tune in on Tuesday to Local 4 all day for the Help for Hurricane Relief Telethon. Kim, over to you.
All right, well, let's switch over from weather to traffic. We do have some news we want to let you know about before you head out the door this morning. Those of you traveling through the Dexter area, we do have a closure on eastbound I-94. It's closed right now at Baker Road because of a semi-rollover accident. So, of course, you're going to want to avoid these backups by exiting at Jackson Road. You can take that to Zeeb Road. That'll get you right back on to eastbound I-94. We also want to take a look right now at our roads with our Sky 4 chopper out and about over I-275 right at M14. You can see it's getting pretty busy out there, but we are looking good in this area. Besides that closure over on eastbound I-94, it's been a pretty quiet morning. Roads are dry. Conditions are great for your morning drive this Thursday. Over to you.
Thank you, Kim. We want to get to some stories that we're following from all across Metro Detroit this morning.
Yes, we're going to bring you stories from Westland, Roseville, and Dearborn, but let's begin in Highland Park, where a 25-year-old man has been arrested in connection to a sexual assault. Keontae Passmore is accused of sexually assaulting a victim in May near Manchester and John R. Roads. $1,000 cash reward was offered in the search to find him. He is scheduled to be arraigned today.
Dearborn police now still searching for suspects involved in an assault. This happened Monday at the Walmart near the south of Freeway and Ford Road. Officials say that a woman started yelling at two other shoppers when another person hit her in the head and then pepper sprayed her. If you have any information or if you recognize these four individuals, please contact police.
Former Roseville Community High School varsity girls coach, 25-year-old Christopher Mala, was arraigned Wednesday in connection with allegedly sexting current and former students. Mala faces 4 felony charges and is scheduled to return to court on September 13th.
And Westland police are looking for these two women who stole from a store that serves injured veterans. Surveillance video shows them shoplifting from the Disabled Veterans Thrift Store, the one on Middle Belt. Police are asking for anyone with information to contact them.
Time now is 6:37, and let's send things over to Jason, where we're talking about some football.
Yeah, that guy goes on my bench. That guy's my starter. Hey, are you ready for some football? Even better, are you ready for fantasy? We'll take you live to where there's a kickoff going on hours away from now. Jay Gray joining us live via satellite. Hank, what's going on?
Clothing websites just like this one popping up all over the internet. You get the items delivered every month to your home. Is this a good idea, or should you stick to the mall? We'll break it all down for you coming up in my Help Me Hank report.
Sky 4
Welcome back, everybody. It is 6:41 on your Friday Eve, and it's basically like having your own personal stylist, right? You get these new outfits delivered to your door once a month. It sounds too good to be true.
Very convenient, and as Convenience Box Week continues, our consumer investigator Hank Winchester finds out if these services are worth it. Take a look.
Websites like this one, well, they make shopping for clothes easy. You get new items delivered every month right to your home. Is it a good idea or a bad move? From Trunk Club, Fabletics to Stitch Fix, there are plenty of monthly clothing subscription boxes for you to choose from.
They're curating the outfits for you. Basically, you just tell them what you think your kind of taste is, and then from there, they sort of curate it on what you're telling them.
Kyle's been using 5-4 Club for the last 6 months. In each box, a shirt, a pair of pants, and an accessory like a belt.
I think the quality is pretty much right on. You know, it stays pretty consistent.
The cost, $60 a month, and he's been pretty happy. But make sure you pay attention to the fine print.
Subscription boxes are safe, but look at all the things you need to do to adhere to their rules.
For example, Stitch Fix charges a $20 styling fee every time you place an order. So even if you hate the clothes and you send them back, you're still paying that $20. Make sure you're also checking out the frequently asked questions page for those little details, and make sure that you're actually on a legitimate website.
Make sure that the website is also HTTPS or secured website. You want to make sure that it's not a fake website.
All in all, most people think it's worth it. You can always test it out and then cancel. The only downside?
I've had maybe 1 or 2 outfits combined, that have been not my kind of style, and those you can send them back, but I find that to be kind of a hassle, so I just kind of put up with them and let them sit in my closet. I think that it's worth it for any person who hates going to the mall.
We have more information about these clothing websites and also some customer reviews. You'll find everything you need to know right here on the Help Me Hank page at clickondetroit.com. I'm Hank Winchester. Back to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the thing, though. It's like if it doesn't work out, the sending it back. And how often when we order it on any other way online, we get something delivered, works, maybe not, but all of a sudden it sits there for past the 30 days and you're stuck with it.
You're stuck with the purchase, which is why going to Somerset Collection, 12 Oaks, all the other good malls we have here in Metro Detroit, not such a bad idea. But if that works for you, then it works. Coming up tomorrow, as we finish out Convenience Box Week, we put the spotlight on delivery services for your pets. Yes, there is such a thing. Do they save you money? Do your pets actually like the products that they get inside of them? That is coming up tomorrow at 6 a.m. So you'll definitely want to tune in for that. And let's send things over to Kim and Brandon, because both of you guys have dogs that may benefit from this, right? Ruby and...
Well, it's my parents' dog. I take credit for her, but it's Callie.
Callie.
Yes, but yeah, I'm interested for this one tomorrow.
Yeah? What about the clothing thing? Are you an online or?
I just love going to the store. There's something about that. I do get some stuff online, but
You like
Something
the
about,
shopping.
yeah, it's kind of therapeutic.
The art of finding a deal.
Yes.
All right, let's get started here. And if you're anything like me, ordering online is difficult because you put on 10 pounds, you take off 10 pounds, you put on 15. Yep. That's how it goes. 4 zone temperatures out there this morning. We have 40s and 50. 50 at Metro, but Howell's at 45, 47 in Lapeer. A lot like yesterday. We're going to be in the 40s here for another hour or so and then finally starting to warm up. But we need the shades early. We need a light jacket or sweatshirt perhaps if we're going to be outside for the next 90 minutes. But through the afternoon, a better part of your arsenal will be the umbrella. I think through the early afternoon, it's going to be widely scattered and then more widespread as we get into the late afternoon and early evening with low 60s today. Every bit of fall in the air from both the look and feel. We're going to start to see those clouds increasing from the west here. Rain right now is confined to southwestern lower, but the energy is there for rain and thunder showers again, a little heavier today than in the last couple of days. Here's a look at Hurricane Irma, and this one again has already passed north of San Juan, Puerto Rico, and it's north of the Dominican Republic, but it is heading right toward the Turks and Caicos Islands here. And want to show you the spaghetti plots map. This is taking about 7 different models and just throwing them out there. Where are they heading? You can see there is a very consistent flow today over Turks and Caicos and then north of Cuba on Friday. But watch this on Saturday, a little bit of a curve here now with consistency in the models between Miami and the Bahamas. So that's something to watch as we head into Sunday. Maybe not a direct hit on Miami. It may be a direct hit on Savannah and Charleston. We'll have to wait and see. But a Category 5 monster 180-mile-an-hour winds, and you can feel those 50 to 60 miles from the center of this storm. So as it passes over the Dominican today, still whipping winds and storm surge. Turks and Caicos, I'm afraid, will be a massive hit here. But again, as we get into Friday, Category 4, perhaps downgraded, and then a 4 as it hits near Miami and into the Bahamas Saturday into Sunday, so we'll have to watch that. Tomorrow here, things will be drier. It's still chilly or cool, relatively speaking. The weekend looks great, 65 to 70 for highs. We're going to see morning lows in the 40s all the way through the weekend. We are dry for your Lions tailgating and the game.
All right, and Michigan and Michigan State's going to be a full weekend of tailgating. Let's take a look at some problems to watch out for this morning. We do have that closure we've been following all morning over on the eastbound lanes of I-94. That is closed right now at Baker Road because of a semi-rollover accident. So you're going to want to exit at Jackson Road, take that to Zeeb Road. That'll get you right back onto eastbound I-94. We also have another accident to warn you about over on the westbound lanes of I-94. Right at I-75 here, this accident is blocking your left lane, so just be careful while traveling that way and expect a little bit of a delay there as well. Now I do want to show you what our Sky 4 chopper is over. This is our 1-800-CALL-SAM chopper shot. M14 right at US 23. You can see things are looking good here. We do have dry roads to start off the morning. Traffic volumes are beginning to build as we approach that 7 o'clock hour, but nothing that's going to slow you down in this area. Back to you.
Well, this morning we are counting down to kickoff as the NFL season, the regular season, officially begins tonight right here on Local 4. Also beginning tonight for millions of Americans, fantasy football. Tom Brady and the Patriots taking on the Chiefs of Kansas City. You can bet a lot of people will be paying attention. And Jay Gray is live in Foxborough where the defending Super Bowl champs will be returning to action. Jay, my friend, good to see you. What's up?
Jason, always good to talk. And yeah, you're right. Finally, the official start of the NFL season here when the Patriots and Chiefs get together at the stadium behind me here, Gillette Stadium. There'll be a lot of partying, tailgating before this game kicks off. Downtown, there'll be a concert at noon today, and then they'll come out here for the pregame festivities. That may be the loudest. That's when they will unveil their 5th, count them 5, championship banner here at Gillette Stadium. It's an embarrassment of riches here in New England. There's just too many titles, but they are the favorites according to a lot of those who watch the game to do it all again this year. Look, the league starts with some issues as well. There is concern from a lot of people that Colin Kaepernick doesn't have a job. Many think he's being blackballed by owners because he kneeled during the anthem last year to bring attention to inequalities across the country. There is a pending lawsuit between a star running back in the league over domestic violence accusations. And of course, there is more concern about CTE and brain trauma for guys playing the game. So all of those things are on the front burner as well as this season gets underway. But the focus ultimately returning to the field, and that starts tonight. And you're right, you can only see it right here. Should be a lot of fun. Should be a great way to open the season here in what I guess, Jason, for lack of a better phrase, is the new title town.
Yeah, tell me about it. Real quick, about 15 seconds. Who was your first pick in your fantasy draft?
Well, I'm a homer, so I picked Drew Brees. I love the Saints.
There you go.
But, you know.
I don't blame you. Thank you, Jay. Remember, you can watch the first game of the NFL season between the Chiefs and the Pats right here on Local 4. Our coverage starts at 7:30, so earlier than prime. Rhonda?
Who was your first pick, Jason?
I can't divulge that.
You can't?
No.
Is it a secret?
Yes.
Matt Stafford. Although I'm not even in the.
I do have Matthew Stafford on my team.
Oh,
well, there
see?
you go.
We got him to confess.
All right.
Stories to watch for next. Stay with us.
Every mattress.
Welcome back, everyone. In stories to watch for this morning, Hurricane Irma thrashing through the Caribbean islands. And sadly, so far, at least 10 people have died. Some islands have been completely or almost completely flattened. Barbuta's prime minister says 95% of the island's buildings are damaged and the relief cost will be around $100 million. We're watching the storm closely for you as it's expected to hit Florida this weekend.
25-year-old Keontae Passmore is scheduled to be arraigned today on sex assault charges. He was arrested Wednesday in connection with an assault in Highland Park last May. And we are keeping an eye on a story out of Detroit's West Side. That's where an 18-year-old woman was shot inside of a home on Granville Street. And police are saying that this was no accident. That woman is expected to be okay.
Also today, Donald Trump Jr. expected to meet privately with the Senate Judiciary Committee. Questions are likely to focus on a meeting that he had with a Russian lawyer during last year's campaign. Trump Jr. has maintained that he didn't get any information about Hillary Clinton, which is what he intended at that meeting. Jason?
Today on clickondetroit.com, fall is in the air. If you're not feeling it, maybe some apple cider, some donuts might help. We've just posted our guide to the best local cider mills on the homepage at clickondetroit.com. Plus, you still have time to enter Film Challenge Detroit. You could win a trip to the Sundance Film Festival with $1,000 cash. You have until September 22nd to do that. Also, for Frenzy, we're looking for the best high school marching band and drum corps in Metro Detroit. Nominate your fave now on the sports page, and we will see you back here live at 9:15ish on Facebook and also live streaming. Back to you.
Last night I was listening to the Grosse Pointe North Marching Band boom, and then there were booms from Mother Nature over Lake St. Clair. It was an awesome little symphony going on in the skies of Grosse Pointe. 50 degrees at Metro Airport, but notice we are well down into the 40s around most of the suburbs. 48 in Pontiac, 46 in Ann Arbor, 48 in Monroe, 48 for you up in Port Huron. It's 50 right now in Mount Clemens. We've got a little sunshine, so over the next hour and a half, we'll see a little of that sunshine giving way to some cloud cover. We have the shades and sweatshirts early, but umbrella for later in the day today. Isolated rain and thunder showers midday, but heavier and more numerous showers through the late afternoon and evening around 4 to 7 p.m. maybe the heart of it. So low 60s, look and feel of fall today, and be prepared for a slow evening drive due to the wet roadways. Likely tomorrow it will be drier, but it'll still be cool. And the weekend, boy, we have tons of stuff going on from college to pro football. And, well, we'll need sweatshirts and light jackets in the mornings all the way through the weekend, but we're dry.
All right, gonna be a good weekend. Not going to be a good commute if you're traveling through the Dexter area. We've got a closure eastbound I-94 closed at Baker Road. Let's take a look at what it looks like right now. You can see that this is an absolute mess, a semi-rollover accident. In the meantime, you're going to want to exit at Jackson Road, take that to Zeeb Road. That'll get you back onto eastbound I-94. However, this detour has been there for a while, so expect backups on Jackson.
Oh, that is a big mess.
Yes.
Well, thanks for being with us, everybody. Hope you have an awesome Thursday.
Today's show is up next. See you tomorrow.
Friday Eve.
Yay!